part of the way to survive that job is routine, and you just go through the motions, and you have to try to check yourself whenever you can, but it's survival, but it also, over the long term, leads to this state of languishing.
And so you decide you want to make a change.
Last weekend, I went to New Brunswick Music Week, which is the annual conference hosted by Musique NB, the Music Industry Association of New Brunswick, Canada, where I live. I applied to showcase, but I didn't get in. So they gave me a pass as kind of a consolation prize. Check that out. Lanyard. Nice. So I thought I'd go check it out. I could only make it up for one day. It was great. I had a great time. Had some adventures with new and old friends. I met some people. I got some cool merch ideas that I'm totally going to steal. I went record shopping. Let's see. Not bad, not bad. This one's got Becca, who you just heard. And of course, checked out some music. It didn't occur to me to get video of any of the conference itself. It was at a hotel, and I just didn't want to be walking around like with my phone like this, you know what I mean? So I didn't do it. I only recorded some music. Shows I went to see. Here are a few highlights.
Okay, well, I do not identify as a musician, and I'll tell you why. Well, I can't read music. I can't play virtually any scales. I don't know what chords are called. I don't understand the relationship between keys and scales. I can't jam.
I know you love it.
I can't actually sing.
Like, they're so boring.
I can kind of yell.
To.
So if we think about contrasts, what are the available contrasts? Low, high. Mid, fast, slow. The famous one, quiet, loud. The thing I like about the piano is you can move your hands around randomly. Hello, we're back. So here's what I did just now when I was writing my morning pages. I decided to write down as many pairs of opposites as I could think of. So you can see I got that page. I got that page. Then this page I had to wake up. All right, I gotta go up and get my kid who's awake now. And so I just finished up in a hurry. And what I found was I wrote this a lot faster than I wrote this. I found it a real challenge. I thought I was just going to be able to spit these out no problem. Looking at the camera. What I learned the hard way with songwriting is that that's the worst way for me to work, is if I'm just like trying to get inspired. I also like some cacophony over all of this consonant sound. Well, there you have it, folks. This is what we're working on. Some piano chords. Maybe we just embrace that it wants to be this I don't wanna die with you. Hello, the internet. Here's my night's work. I've been working on this song. I had just like a piano idea that I was working on upstairs. Anyway, I'm down here in the lab tonight, and I thought I would try and recreate it. And so I hooked up my synth as a MIDI controller to make a piano sound. Where are we? This is what it sounds like. Played by this. Just, which is now, it's a synth, of course, so now it's making a synth sound. Right, so anyway, I had this really moody, like sad sounding song, and I was playing it on the acoustic piano upstairs, but of course my two kids are sleeping now, so I can't do that. And so I thought I would just try and move it down here. And at first I was bummed because like the feel of it is not as good, but more importantly, the keyboard is just not that big. So they're just like, I couldn't play like low notes and high notes at the same time. I added a drum beat with this thing, my drum machine, and I ran it through my guitar pedal so I have reverb. And then I was messing around with the tempo a little bit. I slowed it way down and then I sped it up. And so now we're at 135, which is quite a bit faster than I played it. And then I added shaker, this thing right here. I did get a video, and then I sang over top of it. I just set up a mic, the same mic here that I used for the shaker. I would be lying if I said thought the theme of duality was on my mind at all, except it took on a completely different life and vibe down here. Here's what the whole thing sounds like. So some stuff to figure out, obviously, but I'm much more musically excited about this than I was about any of the ideas that I'd come up with so far. Here to report that I woke up this morning with a chorus idea in my head. What do we got here? To the verse. So I like that it flows back to the D minor thing naturally from the major key that we were just in. Next up is lyrics, which I've got an idea for, but I haven't done the work on yet. So we'll go in depth on that later. I'm working on lyrics, and I got an idea which I thought was really funny and clever as a starting point. I don't know if you know the song "There's a Light That Will Never Go Out" by the Smiths. Anyway, in the song, Morrissey, the singer, sings about driving around with somebody in their car, and to die by your side is such a heavenly way to die. And I thought it would be funny to be like the passenger in the car, and this guy's driving, and you just think that you're going out dancing or whatever, and all of a sudden he's talking about like, well, if we crash into a car, or if a bus crashes into us, or maybe I drive off this bridge, like, wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't that be fabulous? And you're just like, what are you talking about? But then reading the original lyrics, I was like, mine are just stupid. But anyway, here they are. So it's, I don't want to die with you. I don't want to die. I don't even mind if you do. It might be all right. And the chorus is like kind of a Morrissey rip-off. The thoughtless way you hang on to my mistakes. So go complain because you're not complete. And then it says somebody stop me, which is actually from The Mask. I just had a little spot that needed a line. So, and then here, I started coming up with different lines or different rhymes for that I don't want to die part, because I have another song that also uses a very similar format and starts with I don't wanna. And I was thinking there's a Fugazi song where that is the entire verse, just repeated over and over, I don't wanna. I think it's because it like the syllables come out nicely and easily, they roll off the tongue. But I don't wanna, right? So anyway, I've got some alternatives. That'd be all right. We could start a fight. I don't know who I am, so how could anyone else? That's different. Chronically online, permanent design, tragically inclined, naturally recline, old before your time. I feel like I'm not where I need to be, and what am I going to try next is fill in the blanks.